Soil. It's something we walk on every day, yet rarely pause to consider its origins or significance. After an adventurous nature walk, there's nothing like recording observations and reflecting on the wonders of the natural world. Among the trees, flowers, and animals, one question stands out. Where does soil come from? Surprisingly, the answer is a fascinating blend of geology, biology, and time. The origins of soil. Soil is much more than just the dirt we see in gardens or on hiking trails. It forms over hundreds, sometimes thousands, of years and is primarily composed of tiny bits of rock. Rocks, the solid foundation of Earth, go through a natural process of breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces until they form the fine particles that make up soil. This transformation is a gradual process powered by nature itself. The breakdown of rocks into soil, known as weathering, can happen in several ways. Water plays a crucial role. The relentless force of waves crashing on a coastline or the gentle flow of a stream can slowly erode even the hardest rocks, carrying away tiny fragments to form soil elsewhere. Similarly, powerful winds can buffet rock surfaces, gradually wearing them down. Imagine this happening over hundreds of years. It's like nature's invisible sculptor working patiently, piece by piece. Another fascinating way rocks transform into soil is through physical pressure. When heavy layers of rock stack upon each other, the intense weight can crush the lower layers, causing them to break into smaller particles. Even seasonal changes contribute to this process. Rainwater that seeps into tiny cracks in rocks can freeze during the winter, and the expanding ice can force the rock to crack open further. Over time, these cracks grow wider, and chunks of rock split apart. Plants and animals in soil creation. Nature has even more tricks up its sleeve when it comes to creating soil. Plants and animals play an important role in weathering rocks. The roots of growing plants, for instance, can penetrate cracks in rocks. As the roots grow larger, they push against the rock, eventually splitting it apart. Meanwhile, animals like moles and other burrowing creatures can dig through the ground, scratching rocks and helping to break them down. The type of rock being weathered also has a big impact on the kind of soil that's formed. Different rocks create soils with unique properties. Harder rocks, such as quartz, take a long time to weather and often form coarse, grainy soils like sand. Softer rocks, such as shale, break apart more easily and form finer, softer soils like clay. Each type of soil has its own texture, color, and uses, making the world of soil as diverse as the rocks it comes from. Organic matter, the living component of soil. Soil isn't just made of rocks, it's also packed with life and remnants of things that were once alive. This organic matter includes decomposed leaves, twigs, old logs, and even the remains of animals like bones and fur. Over time, these materials break down into tiny fragments that mix with the soil. Scientists call this decayed organic material organic matter, and it's vital for healthy soil. Organic matter is full of nutrients that plants need to grow. Without it, soil would be little more than lifeless dust. The more organic matter a soil contains, the richer and darker it becomes. That's why gardeners love dark, black soil. It's full of the nutrients plants thrive on. In contrast, lighter soils may lack the organic richness needed to support healthy plant growth. But how can you tell how much organic matter is in a soil? The answer lies in its color. The darker the soil, the more organic matter it contains. If you've ever dug into the soil of a well-maintained garden, you may have noticed its deep, rich color. That's a sign of high organic content and a soil that's perfect for growing flowers, vegetables, and other plants. The slow magic of soil formation. While soil is being made continuously in nature, it's not a fast process. The layer of soil we see on the surface might have taken hundreds of years to form. Rocks and organic matter are constantly undergoing small changes, slowly transforming into the soil that supports life. For example, imagine a fallen tree branch lying on the forest floor. Over months and years, fungi and bacteria break it down, turning it into smaller and smaller pieces. These tiny fragments mix with weathered rock particles, gradually forming soil. This ongoing process is a testament to the patience of nature, where even the smallest changes add up over time. Different soils for different environments. If you've ever traveled to different places, you may have noticed that not all soil looks the same. Some regions have sandy, light-colored soil, while others have dark, clay-rich soil. These differences are shaped by the types of rocks and organic materials in each area, as well as the local climate. For instance, Desert regions often have sandy soils because the rocks in these areas weather into coarse grains. Meanwhile, wetter regions with abundant plant life tend to have richer soils full of organic matter. The environment also influences how soil is used. Sandy soils are great for growing certain types of crops, but they don't hold water well. On the other hand, clay-rich soils are excellent at retaining moisture, but can be too dense for some plants. Understanding the characteristics of different soils helps farmers, gardeners, and scientists make the most of the land. Becoming a soil scientist. The story of soil doesn't end with its formation. It's an ongoing cycle, and you can be a part of it. By observing soil in your own neighborhood, you can learn a lot about the natural processes happening right under your feet. Take a close look at the soil in your garden or local park. Is it dark and rich or light and sandy? Are there tree roots breaking through rocks or fallen leaves adding organic matter to the soil? These small details tell the story of how nature transforms and recycles materials. By taking notes and making observations, you can join the ranks of amateur soil scientists who are uncovering the secrets of this fascinating material. Imagine discovering how the soil in your area changes with the seasons or noticing how plant roots interact with rocks over time. Each patch of soil has its own story to tell, shaped by the rocks, plants, animals, and weather in the area. And who knows? Your observations might one day inspire others to care about the vital role soil plays in keeping our planet thriving. Soil, the foundation of life. Soil is more than just the ground beneath us. It's the foundation of life on Earth. Without soil, plants couldn't grow and ecosystems as we know them wouldn't exist. From mighty forests to delicate wildflowers, everything depends on this incredible layer of Earth's surface. It's a reminder of the incredible power of nature to create something essential out of seemingly simple ingredients like rock and organic matter. Soil supports not only plants, but also countless microorganisms that play an essential role in maintaining the Earth's balance. So the next time you're on a nature walk or digging in your garden, take a moment to appreciate the soil. It's a masterpiece of time, patience, and the quiet collaboration of rocks, plants, animals, and weather. Whether you're planting flowers or simply observing the world around you, remember that soil is the unsung hero of the natural world. It nurtures life, sustains ecosystems, and serves as a natural storyteller of our planet's history. It's a story worth telling and a resource worth protecting, not just for us, but for all life that depends on it. Thanks for watching, Soil Superstars. Remember, the next time you step in mud, you're actually walking on centuries of rock, roots, and possibly a squirrel's great-grandpa. So get that like button if you've ever been amazed by dirt, and subscribe for more down-to-earth adventures. Until next time, don't take soil for granted. It's literally the ground we stand on.